shit, dude.
I sit and I read and I think and I ponder and I write a lot of stuff.
Really? Wow.
And because I've learned something. There's a guy online. His name is Dr. Jordan Peterson. Highly recommend you introduce your mind to him. But
Okay.
he said something that I've heard from many other authors over the history.
Okay.
If you want to clear up your thinking, start writing.
Start writing. Okay.
Writing and write by hand or type. Okay. Because that will slow your mind down. Talking's fast.
Okay.
And you can think really fast too.
Okay.
But when you have to type or write, you have to slow down.
Oh, okay.
So you have to take a closer look at what you think. And it invites you to ask yourself questions. And then you start asking questions. And then you wait for an answer. And the answer comes and you write that down. And then you can look at what you wrote down. And you can analyze it and shift and change it and make it say exactly what you're trying to say.
Okay.
But you can't do that sitting there randomly going because your mind is all over the place. Learn to write.
I see.
Learn to be very articulate. That is a powerful tool that every human being has the capacity to instill in themselves. It's one of the most powerful tools that humans have. The ability to communicate ideas. Do you get me?
Yeah.
If you can communicate an idea properly into another mind, where that mind can accept that idea and use it to improve value, people like Elon Musk, that's what he's done. He's able to convey a message in a way that is received well.
Okay.
And then people say, I like that idea. I want to be part of that idea. I see something in what you're saying. I'll get on board. People invest billions of dollars. People buy his stock from Tesla, SpaceX, and look what he's created. And some people hate him for that. I guess because they're jealous or whatever, or he represents what I've been describing here. He's amazing. I don't agree with him in everything, but that's fine. I don't have to. It doesn't mean he's a negative, bad person. Just we have different thoughts, different opinions, and I'm pretty sure I have a lot to learn from the guy. I don't expect him to learn much from me, but I have a lot to learn from him.
He should learn from you too.
Well, I think that any human being can learn a little bit from other human beings, even if it's learning what not to think. You know, in the words of Tony Robbins, he said, you know, some people's lives are an example, while other people's lives are a warning. Look accordingly. Yeah, I'm not going to take financial advice from the guy in the street corner with a cardboard sign asking for a nickel. And I'm not going to ask the obese person about fitness advice.
Okay.
You know, that's just common sense. But I really think that if you take the time to sit down and write what you think, this is what I did with my coach back in the day, is we sat down and really had me write my beliefs down, what I thought, and then we worked on that and clarified it, and he challenged me on it. And man, were those Tuesdays uncomfortable. Because I knew that my beliefs and my thoughts were going to be challenged with questions. You know, I'd say something, and he'd pick at it to make sure that I really was clear on my belief, and if I wasn't, we picked it apart until it fell apart. I'm like, and that hurts, man. That makes your insides just get all like, I'd wake up on a Tuesday, like, oh man, I got my coaching session today. I'm like, I don't want to do this. It's gonna hurt today. But that hurt makes you mature. So start writing, Dr. Y.
Okay.
Write down what you believe, what you want the world to know, what you love. If you had an audience of humanity, you got the microphone, it's going to be telecast to the whole world. What do you want people to know about themselves, about life? What have you learned by being a chiropractor, treating patients? It's a unique experience. There's only, 70,000 chiropractors in the world? How many have there been throughout history? You know, a few 100,000 throughout history? Less than 1 million, I would figure, throughout history, I would guess. That's a unique experience. What do we have to share with the world?
Yes.
If you start writing, you'll get really clear on it.
Okay, good. I started writing.
Start writing. Like I wrote an article just the other day called Set Your Back or Have a Setback.
Okay, well, cool.
So it's about learning to lift properly. Not just bending your knees, but setting your back. You know, when you stand, okay, and people say, bend your knees. No, set your back. Make your back go backwards. Set your back.
Okay.
So your rectospinal muscles engage. Then you hinge at the hip. So you're using your glute muscles.
Okay.
and your hamstrings, and then you bend your knees to really engage all those hamstring muscles and glutes.
I
And then you
see.
lift like this.
Oh, nice.
You don't just bend your knees or bend your flex like this. That's when you can hurt yourself. You want to have your back set.
Okay.
So all you twerkers out there, you got the right idea. Just quit bouncing up and down, and you're pretty good. So set your back.
Okay.
You're gonna lift the bottles of water out of the back of the car. Set your back.
I see.
Make it tight. Then lift it accordingly.
Okay. Cool.
So set your back before you have a setback. Things like that.
Nice.
What do you want people to know, Doc? You're a doc now. What do you want them to know?
You're the best. You're the best. Okay, thank you, Dr. Franson. Yes, good to see you.
Don't get me killed with that, man.
Okay.
Where's that going, man?
No, like usually I just watch like by myself, and then like if you like it, I can post on YouTube then. You know,
I don't want to get killed.
I don't want to get killed, but a lot of people gonna like it. Like I think so many people admire you. Yeah, for sure.
Except for the people with that ideology I just challenged, because whatever.
Okay,
Whatever.
good. Bye,
I
Dr.
guess
Franson.
you know what? We'll let the chips fall where they may.
Okay, good.
Thanks, Zach.
Okay,
This is
thank you.
always-
Bye.
You're welcome anytime.
Okay, good.
Anytime.